Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan, and you didn't think that today of all days I wasn't going to have a video ready for you guys, right? Even though I'm on holiday. But, yep, here we are. And I was right. Karanac, the Hound of Vengeance, is the brand new legendary character being introduced to Total War Warhammer 3. We don't have a lot of information actually. Creative Assembly just gave us the trailer video, no context, and that's pretty much it. But he is confirmed to be a legendary hero which can be usable by the KKORNE factions. Finally, a Skulls event that gives us a KKORNE-based character. Man, I've been on a roll lately. But, yeah, as you can see, the character looks absolutely awesome. Karanac actually looks like his old school miniature more than the new one that was released for Age of Sigmar. I am very emotionally attached to the old one, having recently repainted my Finecast version, so it's really nice to see the classic being brought back rather than the new. Now, what makes this character very cool is he is KKORNE's bestest boy, right? He is the goodest boy, as I said a long time ago when my speculation came out on him, because when KKORNE needs someone killed, he doesn't ask an assassin, he sends out Karanac. This doggo is incredibly powerful and very, very good at hunting down mages. On the tabletop, you had two special rules which should translate fairly well into the game. The first is Prey of the Blood God, which basically meant that he had hatred, meaning that he was just very good at attacking and also wounding characters, being able to reroll both. It was insane, actually, considering his high weapon skill. And the next thing wasn't a rule, but rather an item, the Brass Collar of Bloody Vengeance. Like all other Khornate demons, he is obviously magic resistance, but he was extremely magic resistant here, as the item also gave him magic resistance 3, which is absolutely insane. In addition to that, any enemy wizards that would miscast would also take a strength 10 hit, so I imagine that in the game, he would be very resistant once again, but I could imagine that enemies would have a higher chance of miscasting when near Karanac, which would work out quite well. Though mind you, I don't imagine wizards lasting that long in the battlefield when Karanac is involved. This is a really cool character, can't wait to see him in-game, he looks absolutely awesome. We're going to go over his brief lore in the 8th edition army book. I'm not going to stretch this out to 20 minutes like other people because, yeah, this character does not have a lot of lore, but I feel like a little bit of context is needed for those of you who don't know who this is. Karanac is the three-headed flesh hound that prowls KKORNE's grand throne room. He never sleeps, for like the blood god's unreasoning vengeance, Karanac is ever watchful. He searches every shadow for intruders and interlopers, or else gnaws on bones discarded from the skull throne, or stalks bloodletters and furies through the vaulted hall. Not for him the lingering death delivered by Slaaneshi demons, Karanac's kills are Quicksilver perfection, the better to swiftly feed his hunger and his master's need for spilt blood. As the physical manifestation of KKORNE's vengeance, Karanac is KKORNE's chosen hunter, the demon the blood god unleashes to search out those who have transgressed his creed or who have offered insult to his colossal pride. It is a choice well made, for Karanac is ruthless and implacable, able to follow the blood scent of a quarry across all of space and time in service to his vengeful master. The hunt begins as Karanac's three snouts taste the air for a trace of his prey. He paces to and fro, growling and snarling as each head in turn savors a portion of the scent. Each can track Karanac's quarry in a different fashion. The first head can follow the trail through space, and can track the victim over plain, forest, mountain, and other environments too bizarre to describe. The second can follow the scent through time, back into the past to the very creation of everything that is, or forward to the end of the universe. The final head tracks the quarry through its own thoughts, pursuing through dreamscapes and delusions. Of the three heads, it is the last that is most dangerous, for the first two can be fooled by those with the wit to do so, but only the insane can run beyond the trace of their own mind. With the odor of his victim thick in his nostrils, Karanac begins to run, slowly at first, then faster as the prey grows closer and the blood scent grows stronger. As leagues untold fall away beneath his clawed feet, Karanac's bestial howls echo through the void, drawing other flesh hounds to his presence, all eager for the feast. The bestial chorus of Karanac's hunt has long since been known as harbinger of dire fates, not only in the realm of chaos, but in the kingdoms of the Empire, and Bretonnia, and 1,000 others beside. When mortal men hear that howl, they lock their doors, bar their gates, and pray that this evil fate is meant for another. By the time Karanac reaches his prey, 10 score or more other fleshhounds follow the trail alongside him, each driven by snarling madness by the glory of the hunt. None can stand against such maddened ferocity. Within moments of arrival, Karanac roars his victory and departs once more. The tattered corpse of his victim clasped tight between his jaws. The skull of the quarry goes to KKORNE, as a token of his will obeyed. The remainder of the corpse, blood, flesh, and bone alike, is Karanac's to nest amongst and to feast upon. For days afterward, the sound of breaking bones echoes about the skull throne, as the three-headed hound devours the last of his luckless prize. So, yeah, pretty brutal character. He's pretty cool, and I could imagine him also having a unique skill line, focusing up on buffing up fleshhounds, so you could have a whole army of that. It's not probably the best unit, I know, but they still perform very well, and after you buff them up in campaign, they're always quite strong, so it could be made even stronger. This dog would be perfect, obviously. There's like some speculation that we might see Arbal the Undefeated as a KKORNE character in the future, because obviously that makes a lot of sense, so it'd be a nice way to tie it up. You could have Karanac being recruited by Arbal, or starting his campaign with Arbal if you start with him, and just get a full army of fleshhounds, because if you don't know, Arbal the Undefeated rides upon a large fleshhound too, so essentially the fleshhound doomstack. I mean, it's not the most viable thing or probably the most interesting thing to some people, but I mean, it's kind of funny. Now, before we end off, yes, I know, it's another Chaos character and you guys are kind of getting sick of that, but keep in mind that this is probably the best time that they could have released this character, and it just makes a lot of sense. I'm sure that as time progresses, we'll start to see other ones if this game does get supported for future Skull events. There's at least going to be one more, I'm hoping at least. And remember that there's still other DLCs to come to flesh out the other races. So don't you worry about that, guys. With all that being said, let me know what you guys think about Karanac. And yeah, in the comments below. Keep in mind I might be a bit slow with responses, as I am currently traveling to Birmingham by the time that this video goes live, or I should hopefully be there by this point. You know, UK trains, that's always fun. But again, I was right in my speculation, so yay me. I'm expecting Monkey King next then. And let's see if I can keep this ball rolling for at least the foreseeable future. It would be kind of cool to be seen as a bit of an oracle for a while. But yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing. It just helps the channel get a little bit more notice from the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to really hit 100k this year. We're getting so close. By this point of the time of recording, we just hit 96,000 subscribers. That's so insane. But yeah, it would just be kind of helpful. Anyways, have a great day, guys. I'll have the trailer playing out without my audio, so you can watch it if you haven't already, just in case, and that will be on the timestamps too.
He's onto me. Picked up my scent. I've been running, hiding, across continents, realms, fleeing through time, past, future. 'Tis hounds! They're in my dreams now! I need to get out!